You know that feeling, right? You arrive in a brand new city, you're buzzing with excitement, but you're also completely overwhelmed. Where do you even start? Well, today, we're going to look at a concept called TourMaestro that's designed to fix that exact problem. It's built to be the perfect first stop on any city adventure.
So here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll talk about that core problem every traveler runs into. Then we'll step inside the TourMaestro experience itself. After that, we'll check out the personal AI guide, look at the business side of things, and finally, we'll ask the big question: is this the future of tourism?
All right, let's kick things off with a feeling that I am sure is super familiar to anyone who loves to get out and explore. Picture it. You've just arrived. The energy of this new place is electric, it's all around you, and you are just absolutely ready to go, to see everything, to do everything this city has to offer.
And then it hits you, that classic traveler's dilemma. You're faced with a mountain of options: museums, landmarks, tours, restaurants, and it's just a lot. You know the drill. You end up in a slow-moving line at a visitor center, grabbing a bunch of brochures, and you kind of feel like you're already wasting time.
And this is exactly the problem TourMeister is designed to solve. It acts as your perfect starting point by combining two really cool things. First, you get a thrilling physical attraction that gives you a quick, story-driven taste of the city. And second, you get a personal AI tool to help you figure out what to do after you're done.
Okay, so what does this physical portal actually feel like? Let's take a look at what happens once you step through those doors. What's the journey actually like?
The whole thing is really thought out. Right away, it gets personal. They take your photo and cleverly weave it into the experience itself. Then, after a fun intro in a room that looks like a metro car, you're guided through 9 completely unique themed rooms, and it all builds up to this big, grand finale. And get this, the whole thing is packed into just 45 minutes. The idea isn't to wear you out, it's to give you this high-impact shot of the city's story that leaves you energized and inspired. It's basically the perfect launchpad for the rest of your adventure.
And the variety in these rooms is just incredible. They're using a mix of real physical sets and cool digital effects to tell these amazing stories. I mean, just imagine standing on the gun deck of a sinking 17th century ship, or seeing a conceptual explosion of Nobel-winning ideas, or, hey, diving into the city's pop music history.
But here's where it gets really, really smart. The journey doesn't just stop when you walk out the door. Nope. TourMaestro is designed to be way more than a one-time thing. It actually continues the experience with a digital portal that helps you for the rest of your trip.
It all centers around this interactive model of the city. So before you go in, you can scan a QR code and use augmented reality on your phone to get little teasers and buy your tickets. But after you come out, that same model completely transforms. It becomes your personalized, interactive city map, showing you exactly where to go next. See, at the end of the whole walkthrough, you get what they call a digital goodie bag. And this is basically your key to unlocking the whole city. It's got those cool photos of you integrated into the scenes, that digital map we talked about, and access to the AI portal, which, by the way, is also loaded up with discounts for other local spots. And this, right here, is the real game changer. It's a personal AI companion. The more you use it, the more it learns what you like. It starts curating recommendations just for you, guiding you to places you'll actually love. It makes your entire trip smarter and way more personal. Okay, so the experience for the visitor sounds amazing, right? But how does it actually work as a business? Let's peel back the curtain a little and look at the model that makes all this magic possible. For any partners or investors, the big word here is efficiency. The model is capital light, which is just a fancy way of saying you don't need to build a gigantic, super expensive building. That makes it way easier to scale and launch in new cities fast, which means you start seeing cash flows sooner. It's basically a turnkey solution, a complete package, using tech that's already proven, which seriously lowers the financial risk. You can really see the strategy when you put it side by side with, say, a huge museum. TourMaestro doesn't need massive crowds to be profitable. That short 45-minute runtime means they can cycle more people through every day. And by appealing to both tourists and locals, it's not so vulnerable to those off-season slumps. It's just a much leaner, more agile way of doing things. So when you put all the pieces together, you've got the immersive physical show on one side and the intelligent digital platform on the other, you start to see what could be a blueprint for the future of how we visit cities. This really says it all, doesn't it? TourMaestro isn't just another attraction, and it's not just another travel app. It's the bridge that connects the two. It's the physical experience that flows perfectly into a smart digital guide for your whole trip. And, this leaves us with a really fascinating question. Is this blend of high-impact storytelling and personalized AI going to become the new standard? Could this be how we all kick off our city adventures in the future? It's a pretty cool thought to end on.